California and New Jersey have already adopted mandatory plans to slash global warming pollution by 80% over the next several decades. Republican and Democratic governors in those states both realized that mandatory cuts are what are needed to avoid the worst effects of global warming.
If we're going to make the kind of change on the scale we need to make it, in the time that we need to make it, then there's no substitute for government taking the lead.
Connecticut Fund for the Environment is spearheading a clear, simple Connecticut plan. When passed by our General Assembly, it will begin reducing our state's global warming pollution now. It will create mandatory pollution limits that will reduce global warming emissions 80% over the next few decades. This is the scale of real global warming pollution cuts that scientists tell us are necessary to avoid calamity.
Connecticut Fund for the Environment has developed a group of achievable steps that the state can adopt to begin the process of greenhouse gas reductions. We need to let our state's leaders know that there's an enormous amount of political will to solve this problem. Our elected officials must step up and take a leadership role in solving the most serious crisis of our generation.
There are so many good reasons to reduce our carbon emissions, but none more important than our moral obligation to protect the world we live in.
If you're worried about the rest of creation, then there's nothing we've ever done as large as change the climate. The scientists estimate that we may see a species extinction on the order of the last time a great asteroid slammed into the Earth. This time the asteroid is us, and we don't have to do it. If you're concerned, maybe most of all, about the future, there's nothing that humans have ever contemplated that will as thoroughly degrade and impoverish and alter the lives of everyone and every species that comes after us than warm the planet way beyond the bounds of where it's used to going.
We've got an obligation to exercise stewardship over this earth, the good earth that we were given. We haven't done a very good job yet.
The good news is that we can join together and get the state of Connecticut to take real action now.
Around this country, people are finally beginning to wake up and demand some action, and it's quite inspiring to see.
This nation is at its best when faced with a grand challenge. And every person, every political party needs to realize how serious this is and actually work together to come up with solutions.
I'm very hopeful that we're on the front end of the necessary transition so that we can, in future generations, see a vastly different world, a more stable climate, more efficient energy economy, and a better future for our children and grandchildren.
It's going to take a massive effort on all levels to accomplish what I think we need to accomplish. And I know we can rise to the occasion. We can do it.
And I think there is an opportunity for Connecticut to step up and show leadership. Leadership that will make a difference on the environment, leadership that will make a difference in protecting our planet from dangerous climate change, but leadership that will also position the state of Connecticut to be economically vibrant in the years ahead and to be seen as a leader in ways that we can all be proud of.
We need you to join with thousands of others across the state in this effort. Please contact us to sign up and find out what you can do. The only way we can succeed is with your help.
This is a defining moment. We are at a point in time where our decisions and actions will determine the kind of world we leave to our children and grandchildren. We must face this challenge head-on if we are going to preserve our way of life. If we fail to act now, we will surely leave behind a Connecticut diminished from the place that we used to know. But if we rise to the challenge presented by global warming, we can become the generation that seized the opportunity to restore balance to the environment, created a sustainable economy, and left a proud legacy for future generations. This is Paul Newman. Please join Connecticut Fund for the Environment in passing a solution that will protect our state for future generations.